Welcome back to my YouTube channel. 2009 USA 1 cent coin. Today, we're diving headfirst into a rumor that's been making waves online, the idea that your humble 2009 US 1 cent coin could be worth a fortune. We're talking millions of dollars. You've probably seen the headlines, scrolled through social media posts, or even dug through your own coin jars with a glint in your eye, hoping for that big score. Can a coin from 2009, a year when billions were minted, truly be a path to instant wealth? Well, buckle up, because we're about to separate fact from fantasy. We'll explore why this particular penny isn't likely to be your lottery ticket, what actual valuable pennies look like, and how easily misinformation can spread in the digital age. Let's get to the bottom of this. First, let's understand why 2009 was a special year for the US penny. It marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. To celebrate this dual bicentennial, the US Mint released 4 different reverse designs throughout the year, each depicting a significant stage of Lincoln's life. These designs were unique for 2009, making them interesting to collectors. However, here's the crucial point. The US Mint produced over 2.3 billion Lincoln bicentennial cents across all 4 designs and from both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, mints for general circulation, birth and early childhood, log cabin over 639 million minted, P+D, formative years, Lincoln reading over 744 million minted, P+D, professional life, Illinois capital over 656 million minted, P+D, presidency, U.S. capital over 332 million minted, P+D, as you can see, even the lowest mintage for any single design, the presidency design, still runs into the hundreds of millions. When you have that many coins of a particular year and design, they are, by definition, extremely common in circulation. So, if you pull a regular 2009 penny out of your change, regardless of its design, its value is, well, 1 cent. Maybe a few cents more if it's in absolutely pristine, uncirculated condition, perhaps for someone looking to complete a set, but certainly not enough to buy your next meal, let alone a multi-million-dollar asset. When we talk about million-dollar pennies, in the US, we are talking about coins that are in an entirely different league. These are almost always coins from much earlier eras or coins with monumental, undeniable mint errors that are incredibly rare. For example, the 1943 copper Lincoln cent. This is perhaps the most famous million-dollar penny in U.S. history. During World War II, pennies were supposed to be struck on steel planchets to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a tiny number of copper planchets from 1942 somehow remained in the minting presses and were struck with 1943 dies. Only around 40 of these copper 1943 cents are known to exist. One sold for $1.7 million in 2010. That's a true million-dollar penny, 1943 copper penny, up to $1.8 million. The 1944 steel Lincoln cent, the opposite error. In 1944, pennies were supposed to revert to copper, but a small number were accidentally struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943. These are also extremely rare and valuable, though not typically in the millions. 1944 steel penny, tens of thousands rare double-die varieties, e.g., 1955, 1969, 1972. Certain years of Lincoln cents have very distinct and significant double-die errors, where the coin's design appears clearly doubled due to a misaligned die. The most famous is the 1955 double-die obverse, DDO, which can fetch tens of thousands of dollars in high grades. The 1969 SDDO is even rarer, valued at 6 figures for top examples. You see the common thread here. These coins are not found in your spare change on a regular basis. They are either ancient, or they represent extraordinary, well-documented minting accidents, or they exist in minuscule numbers, often less than 100 known specimens. So, how did the 2009 penny get dragged into this million-dollar narrative? It's often a case of mistaken identity, sensationalism, and a fundamental misunderstanding of what constitutes a genuine error coin. Confusion with satin finish or proof coins. the US Mint did produce special, satin finish, 2009 cents for collectors, usually found in uncirculated sets. These have a distinct matte finish. They also produced proof cents from the San Francisco Mint, bearing an S mint mark, which have a mirror-like field and frosted devices. These are more valuable than circulation coins, perhaps a few dollars to tens of dollars for top-graded examples, but they are not errors, and they are certainly not worth millions. People might see these being sold for more than face value and assume a massive rarity, minor die varieties versus major errors, while the 2009 pennies, like almost any coin, can have minor die varieties or small imperfections, like tiny die cracks, minor die chips, or very subtle doubling visible only under strong magnification. These are generally considered minor and do not command millions. Some online listings might exaggerate these small errors to fetch a few extra dollars, but this is a far cry from a true, valuable mint error. Genuine, significant errors are very obvious and documented by numismatic experts. Clickbait and misinformation. Unfortunately, a lot of the penny worth millions buzz comes from poorly researched articles or social media posts designed purely for clicks. They often generalize from genuinely rare coins, like the 1943 copper penny, and apply the same hype to common dates without any factual basis. The truth is, the 2009 Bicentennial cents were a widespread commemorative issue. Their mintage figures confirm it. Unless you discover an anomaly of unprecedented scale, something genuinely unique and verifiable by numismatic experts, your 2009 penny is, unfortunately, worth just what it says on the tin, 1 cent. So, if the 2009 penny isn't your golden ticket, what should you be looking for in your change, or if you're seriously getting into coin collecting? The principles for finding truly valuable coins are consistent, regardless of the year. Low mintage figures. This is the primary driver of rarity. Coins with very low production numbers for circulation are inherently rarer. The lower the mintage, the higher the potential value. Genuine, significant minting errors. Look for clear, unmistakable errors from the minting process, especially mules, coins struck with mismatched dies, major double dies, where the lettering or design is clearly duplicated, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, like the 1943 copper penny. These are usually quite dramatic and documented, unique compositions or varieties. Sometimes, test coins or coins struck on an experimental metal planchet escape the mint. These are very rare, exceptional condition. Even a relatively common coin can fetch a premium if it's in absolutely flawless, mint state, brilliant uncirculated or proof condition, especially for older coins that rarely survive in such quality. This premium typically applies to collector coins, not those pulled from circulation after years of wear. Historical significance. Coins tied to major historical events, unique designs, or from very early periods of coinage can be highly collectible due to their historical context. Always cross-reference any suspicious findings with reputable numismatic sources like PCGS, NGC, the US Mint website, and established auction house records. Be very wary of sensational claims on social media or unverified online listings without concrete, expert-backed evidence. So, while your 2009 US 1-cent coin is almost certainly not going to make you a millionaire, don't dismiss the humble penny entirely. Collecting coins is a fantastic hobby. Each coin tells a story, a small, tangible piece of a nation's history in your hand. And who knows, maybe one day you will stumble upon a genuine rarity, not necessarily a multi-million-dollar penny, but perhaps a valuable error, a scarce proof, or an older piece that connects you directly to centuries past. The real treasure is often the thrill of the discovery and the joy of the hunt, even if it's just finding a well-preserved piece of your own history. So, go forth, check your change, and remember, while the 2009 penny might not buy you a yacht, it's still a neat piece of American history from a very special year. Thanks for joining Penny Myths and Millions. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin adventures, and let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Happy hunting!